Welcome back, it's Hema here, and I have got an update for you on Apple, all right? The forecast was met, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment. And now I've got an update on key timing and an earnings-related update for you. Because today is Tuesday, July 27th, 2021, and Apple's set to report earnings after the close. So let's dive in. Now, important reminder before we get to the charts that trading and investing can be extremely risky business. Therefore, it's your responsibility to evaluate any information, opinion, advice, or other content contained in this video. All right, so here we have my daily chart of Apple, and I'm going to focus you in on a few forecasts I made in the past. So here we have back in Q4 of 2020 that I published a report on Friday, October 9th to my tribe, specific to my Outlook annual members, and I had a forecast for key timing on October 29th. Now, key timing is the time part of a complete forecast, all right? A forecast has price and time in it. It's like a specific dot, like on a map, in your case, your price chart, that is a magnet, essentially pulling on price into that exact crosshairs. So here, the key timing in the forecast was October 29th. And you can see that we formed a low just a couple days after, a very tradable, important low. Go ahead to Q1 2021, where on Saturday, January 16th, I published a report expecting key timing into January 19th. Now, yeah, that's just a couple days away from when I published, but you can see it was very helpful because it helped traders be ready for what was the last high before months of pullback. And then I have the Q2 2021 that was published in April, and you can see here that this had key timing for July 7th. July 7th is come and gone. But here's the really cool thing, guys. Do you see this little horizontal line that's orange here, this little segment line? And do you see how that little piece of horizontal line and this vertical July 7th line, they have an exact intersection, right? Well, guys, that was the forecast for Apple. And traders of mine who not only had the Outlook annual reports from Q2, but know my loss forecasting methods and knew how to recreate the full forecast themselves, were able to capitalize on this. And I shared that back in April to prepare you for key timing July 7th, which is pretty awesome. So where do things stand now? Well, you can see that all these past key timing points are shown in orange. In the future on my reports, when I share a forecast, price and time, I put it out in purple. Now, right now, those pieces of information, my forecast for Apple, are in my latest Q3 2021 Outlook annual reports, and they have a key timing point coming up not too far off, so you want to get into the report for the specifics. In the meantime, we have earnings coming up being released this afternoon. And where we can see price action now, momentum and timing is what I want to zoom in on for a moment. So I'm going to expand my price bars, and we're going to just come in on the more recent price action, okay? So to start, price itself, oops, there we go. Price itself is trading slightly lower. We're just about an hour after the open here. That is not crazy alarming because it always depends too on where the price bar ends, right? In terms of the day's session. But this is just a little pre-earnings selling, not too concerning from a big picture perspective. Because after this big run up in price, we already had a pullback in price, and momentum continued to hold above the bull support power zone and my RSI power zones. So these two together are showing me that, yeah, there may be a couple days of some consolidation, some pullback, some short-term weakness ahead, but Apple still has room to run to the upside. Now, where exactly does it have to run? Well, again, in my Q3 reports for Outlook annual members, I have the full rundown of all the projected resistance levels ahead. And I say projected resistance because we're in new territory in Apple, guys. It's never been here before. So you can't have a past old price high or low to trade up to. It's just not there. So I use Gann's methods to project out based on past price action on using specific ratios. And some of those ratios have more weight than others. So again, the full details are in the report, but I wanted to bring your guys' attention to the fact that pretty awesome, forecast was met. Right now we're in a sort of wait and see mode, but there is key timing coming up soon. And you want to continue to deploy the tools in the loss forecasting trading system to create your own forecast for Apple, whether they're long-term, like the ones in my Outlook report, or the shorter-term ones along the way. In fact, right here, I see one emerging. Let me show you. All right, do you see this little pink X that's now on your screen? I literally paused the video here for like 10 seconds and came up with that forecast. Now, here's the thing. The way I teach forecasting, you can use it to make money whether the forecast is hit on the nose or not, okay? So this forecast is suggesting that in the very short term, we might trade down into this 140 or so area by tomorrow. And that's not a totally crazy thing considering we're up against an earnings release, right? But whether we do meet the forecast on the nose like we did back in early July, or whether it's missed because price stays stronger than this forecast was expecting, or price becomes weaker than this forecast was expecting, either way, guys, if you know the full approach, you can make money trading even if the forecast is missed, okay? So be prepared for the earnings release and the subsequent after hours action, and then obviously whatever happens in the opening bell tomorrow. Keep in mind that Apple has longer term forecasts still in motion, and you can use the shorter term cycles with the loss forecasting trading system to capitalize on the short term moves within the context of those bigger forecasts. So remember to subscribe, like, and follow, and I'll catch you next time. You can sign up at the link to get my hot, timely, actionable updates as soon as I publish right to your inbox.